pretty excited about this. Right behind me, we have some animations for Mysterio. Looks like we get to see all of his abilities. I gotta tell you, they look really good. Who knows what his kit is? I have no details on the kit whatsoever. All of his footage here was provided. That looks really cool. Did you see that? All of his footage is provided by Fox Next. We're going to go over the kits for Rhino, Vulture, and Shocker in today's video. Now, everything in this video was provided by Fox Next. It's beta gameplay footage. I guess that could change. I'm not a Fox Next employee, but I do want to say this. I know that about 150,000 unique viewers watch my channel every month. Maybe consider subscribing to the channel. If you don't want to keep up with 19 different Discords and read this subreddit, I have all the news. I'm always looking at all that information anytime I find of anything newsworthy. I put it on the channel. This can be your one-stop shop for all news related to Marvel Strike Force. Now, let's get into the kit for these three characters here. And I'll have some footage over here running on the side. Looks like the team is going to be a hard counter to Defenders and the City. But they're saying that it's not going to be arena viable. Now, it does seem like it's an incomplete team. I mean, Sinister 6, and we're only going to have 4. The 3 characters that we're getting, Shocker, Rhino, and Vulture, will have the Sinister 6 tag. And then in addition, Green Goblin will be getting the tag as well. So it does seem like some things are missing. And the thing that caught my eye the most on this is Rhino, because it looks like it has a very strong ability that counters Magneto and the Blind. Let's start with Shocker. Villain, City, Tech, Blaster, Spider-Verse, Sinister 6. And at the end of the video, I'll run the clip that has all the individual stats, and then you'll be able to see that. His basic, and all these abilities here on this sheet right here are the 7775, although the footage that we're watching was all recorded in 6664. Attack primary target for 280% piercing on target dodge. Apply assist now to a random Sinister 6 ally. Oof. Boy, you can clear away one of those evasions. I think that's a very smart ability. You know, used correctly, can make a lot of sense. You're basically kind of reminds me of Baku's ability where it attacks again. I do like that very much. Special. Now, this is like a free move, and I do like this a lot. Generate 1 ability tree for self. Apply offense up to self, and then apply offense up to all Sinister 6 allies, and then gain 80% speed bar or turn meter. And this kind of reminds me of Rescue a little bit, so I do like that very much. I believe that Shocker is going to fuel the damage output. Offense up is a 50% boost to not only damage, but to focus, so I think that is very useful. Now, his ultimate, and I want to see how this works. My goodness, this kind of, I'm curious about this right here. Subsonic Blast. Attack primary target on all adjacent targets for 120% piercing. So he can hit up to, well, 3, he can hit up to 5, but typically it's going to be the primary target and then the 2 on the side. Repeat attack using a new primary target randomly chosen from the previous secondary target. So it's kind of like a chain. So maybe you want to start on the outside and move in. Repeat attack a 3rd time using a new primary target randomly chosen from the previous secondary targets. So I believe that this is probably, you want to chain and start from the outside. I'm going to have to play with this. This is a mechanic I haven't seen before. We're going to start a new clip here. And this clip here, we're going up against the Defenders, which it looks like they're going to be a hard counter to. I'm curious to see how much they're going to be able to punch up. I wonder if they're going to be able to punch up like 100,000 or something, like a 200,000 Sinister 6 team can punch up like to a 300,000. We'll have to see. Now, his passive ability, pretty standard stuff. Gain 20% armor, gain 5% armor per Sinister 6 ally. And I'm wondering who the other 2 Sinister 6 will be. You know, Doc Ock seems like a logical choice. Maybe Scorpion based on the PlayStation 4. You know, the movie's coming out here, I think on July 2nd. And I believe that they probably can't say a lot because they're under contractual obligations with the Marvel Studios. And so Fox Next kind of has to keep a lot of things under wraps. Rhino's got that Juggernaut ability. That's probably my only pet peeve about Rhino is that it has the same animation as Juggernaut. I mean, I do like the animation, but I just wish it was different. I don't like that they recycle things. Anyways, finishing up with Shocker's passive ability, gain 20% damage, gain 5% damage per city hero enemy. My goodness. Oh boy, if you're going up against a defender team, that means they're going to blow up. Okay, let's go to some raid footage over here. We'll start some raid footage while we keep going down on Rhino's kit. Rhino, Villain, City, Bio, Protector, Spider-Verse, Sinister 6, Basic, attack primary target for 290% damage. I do like this middle ability right here because he gains Taunt and clear one negative effect from self and each adjacent ally. So team placement is going to be really important. Traditionally, you put taunting tanks on the very edges, but maybe not with this, because if he's going to be able to clear negative status effects. Now, what I was thinking is if everybody gets sucked into middle, like with Magneto's ability, that's why I'm thinking this is going to be really strong against Magneto. Attack primary and all adjacent targets for 350% damage. This attack cannot be blocked. I do like that quite a bit because it'll taunt, clear negative status effects, and attack. Those abilities where it does something without an attack really just drives me crazy. Don't like that at all. You can see the taunt right there. Then he charges and does the kind of like the Juggernaut and comes on the other side of the screen right there. Ultimate Stampede, attack primary and adjacent targets for 380% damage. This attack gains 20% damage per city hero enemy. My goodness, this is so much anti-defenders. Now, this passive is what has my attention. On spawn, gain counter. Gain 25% max health per Sinister 6 ally. Like I said, we don't know what the other one's going to be. We don't know if it's going to be legendary. We don't know if this is a bad team now, but it's going to be an amazing team later when the rest of the pieces come in. We will see. Don't know. Like I said, I'm not a Foxnex employee. I'm just doing this because I'm a fan of the game. On blind, get 100% turn meter. On blind, clear one negative effect from self in each ally, which is going to be all of their blinds. Oh my God, that is a straight up anti-Magneto. My goodness. I mean, that is just straight up anti-Magneto in my opinion. Let's go to Vulture. And then we'll show off the stats, or I'll show the stats here on the screen because some people are going to want to see the individual stats. There's a clip here that shows all the stats that's about a minute and a half long. Vulture, basic, liftoff, attack primary target for 250% damage and 40% additional damage per negative effect. That's kind of like, kind of reminds me of like Carnage a little bit. So, you know, I see that they're playing with Venom in here. Venom is really strong. I can see that making sense for right now. Attack primary and all adjacent targets for 300% and apply slow. Slow is quite an amazing ability. Just think about Quake. If the target is a city hero, apply offense down for 2 turns. Okay, this is one that I like right here. Attack all enemies through 320% damage and change speed bar by minus 25%. I do like that very much. I'm going to pull up the stats video right here so that you guys can see what the stats are. Looks like in this footage that we've been watching, they were all 6-star with 1 red star. Level 70. The other thing, too, is I can see here there's a little heart. I wonder if that's going to be a new mechanic in the game. Of course, like I said, this is development build footage. So who knows? I mean, some of that stuff might not make it to the game, but I noticed that, and it seems like I put these videos out, and people will notice other things in here that I didn't notice, but that's the one thing I noted was that little heart thing. We'll have to see what that is when the new patch comes out. Probably have to make a new video about the patch as soon as that comes out as well. Like I said, stay tuned, subscribed if you're not already subscribed. Let's keep going with the Vulture. Attack all enemies for 320% damage, change speed bar by 25%. Now I like this. On spawn, feel speed bar 10%, feel 10% per city hero enemy means Vulture will be able to go first. Oh my goodness. And then we can do these abilities, maybe even knock down some of their turn meter. Although I didn't see the cooldowns on this. I'm going to have to play it to see the cooldowns. On ally death, gain deflect. That might be useful with summons. On enemy death, change speed bar by 25%. I think Black Panther, but all Black Panther gets 100% or 80% without the orange mats. On enemy, gain 10% block chance for each city hero enemy. Boy, it's going to be hard to kill him if you're going up against with defenders. All of this is very interesting. What do you think? I'm interested. Okay. Well, now it's time for the giveaway. I really hope you liked this video today, because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person who likes this video, you'll be getting for free in your account an 8-star Me and the Boys meme. This is not a scam. I got to put a tinfoil hat on this. My goodness. I don't understand how this meme just got super popular. Just a couple, like this month, goes through the roof when the movie's coming out, and they bring out these exact characters in the game. I actually think that this meme was created by the corporate entity to get awareness up for the movie. I mean, it takes like months for them to develop characters, and for them to like release these characters into the game means that they had to know it was accompanying, or that this meme was generated by, I'm sure they're happy that this meme is out there, just erasing. Am I being weird by thinking that this has to be a corporate planted, created meme? It just, not by Fox Next, but I'm talking about by like the actual studio, like the actual movie, to kind of, to build up hype. Because it just seems too strange that we're able to get these characters in game, these exact characters we're talking about today. Or did they just release them early? I don't know. Maybe it's coincidence. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Also, I just want to thank my 2 sponsors, BlueStacks and Audibles. There's a link in the description if you want to play on your PC or Mac. Or if you want to get audiobooks, there's a 30-day trial membership. Link is in the description. It does help support this channel. And as always, guys, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.